Leaders are readers, but not all readers are leaders. In this episode, you're going to have a sneak peek into my top 5 favorite success and leadership books for 2020. And if you're serious about growing as a leader, reading good books is the quickest way to get there. If you're already a big reader and you have a lot of books on your to-read list, don't worry, stay tuned till the very end because we're going to go over my bonus no-fail tip on how to easily choose what book to read next. Want more leadership training so you can grow to your highest potential? Well, just hit the subscribe button and the bell icon below so you never miss a thing. Welcome to Adventures in Leadership on Christy TV. This is where high achievers go for the tools, confidence, and motivation to become a successful leader. Let's do this. It's the holidays, and what better way to celebrate than with the gift of leadership knowledge? Now, we talked in a previous episode that having a daily reading habit can increase your leadership skills. And if you missed that episode, well, you can catch that right here. Now, as you know, the more you read, the more you grow, the more you put into action, the better leader you become. So let's dive right into those top 5 books that can help change your life. And P.S. none of the authors paid me to do any of these reviews for their books. But if you're one of the authors and you're watching this, we could work something out. Go Givers Sell More by Bob Burg and John David Mann. First of all, Bob Burg is an amazing guy. Not only is he a best-selling author, he's a great speaker that speaks from the heart. So pick up any book that he writes. And don't let this title fool you. This is not some traditional sales technique type of book, nor do you have to be in sales to get something from this. Because honestly, we're all selling something, right? Sometimes we sell ourselves, a product, a service, an idea, a concept, anything. And what's really cool is that if you're a leader, you're going to get a completely different perspective on how to connect better with your team. The book revolves around 5 laws of stratospheric success. And I'm not going to tell you what those are. You're just going to have to read it for yourself. But here are a couple takeaways that I got from the book. Each of these takeaways is based on one of the laws in the book. So the first one, for a leader, you may have the highest credentials in the world, but your team really doesn't care unless you can provide tons of value for their growth and performance. Number 2, as a leader, serving your team well means creating more leaders. And doing that, well, you could get promoted, the company could do better, your leadership will be happier, your team will be happier, and it's a win-win all around. Number 3, if you want to increase your influence, listening to your team's concerns and ideas is key. This is a great section for the new leader who's just starting out because it's packed with great tips. Number 4, what do you offer the world? Now, no matter what you're offering, the more that you act in integrity, the more your team is going to like, know, and trust you. Number 5, stay open to receiving too. And this section was amazing. Here's a really cool excerpt from the book. Receptivity is a fragile thing because to be receptive, you must leave yourself open. Keeping yourself genuinely open to a yes also means you expose yourself to a possible no. Having the courage to embrace an unexpected path also means embracing the risk that this path may, and sometimes will, lead nowhere or nowhere good. Perhaps this is the most challenging thing about being receptive. It means allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Mr. Burg, if you're watching this, let me know if my review was on par. I highly recommend this book to anybody who wants to sell, present, or influence in the most authentic possible manner. You'll learn how to connect with people on a deeper level, and then you'll also learn valuable tips to get your product, your service, or your idea out there. If you want to learn more about giving and receiving in servant leadership, well then check out my 4-part video series right here. Number 4, put your dream to the test, 10 questions to help you see it and seize it by John Maxwell. John Maxwell is one of my all-time favorite leadership gurus, and he's a prolific author. He's written 100 books. And this book is amazing because this book, no matter how big or small your dream, is going to help you make that dream a reality. Because in that book, Mr. Maxwell goes through 10 questions that you need to ask yourself when it comes to your dream. Now, here's what I loved about the book. It really makes you think, what does your dream look like or sound like? What will you do or not do for your dream? And it also dives right into your purpose. This is an action-taking book. This isn't just some rah-rah, you can do it. Maxwell actually takes you through the 10 steps, just like a roadmap, to help you make that dream a reality. There are tons of stories in this book. Some are John Maxwell's, some are celebrities, and some are people in between. But chances are you're going to hear some stories that you can really relate to and listen to how they handled that situation. It includes assessments and exercises that you can use to gauge where you really at with your dream and what are you going to do about it. At the end of the book, you do actual work. You're not going to just read a book on dreams and then put it back on the shelf, right? No. Once you answer all 10 of those questions, then you put it to work. Here's one of my favorite quotes from the book. In my effort to clarify my dream, I discovered that the more clearly I saw my dream, the more clearly I was able to see my purpose. When you're done reading this book, you're going to have a little bit more clarity on your dreams and then the action steps to make it happen. And when you're ready to take action on those big goals and dreams, well then let's talk about it. All you have to do is book a free strategy session with me at the link below and let's get you started in the right direction. Number 3. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. Ooh, this book will get you, but in a good way. This is a must-read for anybody who's allowed fear to stop them from achieving their greatest potential or their goals, which is probably everyone. Because at some point, all of us have allowed fear to stop us from doing what we really, really want to do. And Mrs. Jeffers fills this book, barely 200 pages, with stories, techniques, and strategies that you can do to crush fear without looking back. Now, here are my biggest takeaways. You'll learn what you're afraid of and why. You may be afraid of failure, but you also may be afraid of success. You'll get down to the root of the fear and expose it. It's not just things you do to fight the fear, it's also in the way that you think. And she gets right into your mind to help you shift your perspective from negative to positive with easy exercises that you can do. Afraid to make a decision? She's got you covered. Especially as a leader, you'll have to make some tough decisions at times, but she's going to teach you a way that you can make win-win situations. If you have a habit of talking negatively to yourself all the time, you can squash that right away. Now, your chatterbox inside your head can cause you all sorts of trouble, but there's a solution for that. Now, here's a fascinating part when she talks about pain and how pain, physical pain, is linked to fear. And she tells all these stories about how when people dealt with their fear, that their health improved dramatically. Here's a really cool excerpt from the book. The purpose of this book is to help you handle fear in a way that allows you to fulfill your goals in life. Every time you encounter something that forces you to handle it, your self-esteem is raised considerably. You learn to trust that you will survive no matter what happens. And in this way, your fears are diminished immeasurably. This book will help you see the big picture, and after reading, you're going to get motivated to push through those fears and make those dreams happen. And if you're a brand new, newly promoted leader and you're scared out of your mind of what to do next, well, this is the book for you. If fear is a block for you, just learn to let it go and move forward confidently. Number 2, Awakening Joy, 10 Steps to Happiness by James Baraz and Shoshana Alexander. This book went deep, but it wasn't confusing, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, joy is one of my top core values, so that's why this book ranks so highly on my list. And this author, he knows his stuff. He's been doing his research and it shows. He sat down with gurus, monks, experts, shamans, scientists from all around the world. And if you want to open your heart to more joy and happiness, well, this is the book for you. It's heartfelt and filled with all sorts of stories that you can relate to around love, forgiveness, empathy, and more. And this is why it's number 2 on my list. You jump right into the author's mind. You can actually feel what he's going through, what he's thinking, and why he's doing what he's doing. The format is really brilliant because you can follow him every step of the way and then you can relate it to your own thinking. There are plenty of sidebars and side stories scattered throughout this entire book. And at first, it was breaking up my reading momentum, but as I started reading more of these sidebars, it was really helping me understand the point quicker. He brings in learning from everywhere. He's mentored under people from all nations, teachings, and religions, so you really get some perspective. And it doesn't really matter if you're a person of faith or not, you're going to get a lot out of this book. This is real stuff. This isn't just woo-woo, pie in the sky, let's talk over your head about enlightenment and purpose. He explains things in real terms that you can understand. This is a thicker book, and it reads so well that you're not going to want to put it down. Of the 280 pages, this book is chock full of tips, strategies, and everything that you need to have a more joyful life. Here's an awesome quote from the book on self-love. Imagine meeting someone who laughs at all your jokes, has similar tastes, and really grasps your take on things. This person understands all your hopes and fears. In short, this is someone who really gets you. How would you feel? Probably ecstatic. There's only one person in this world who completely fits that description, and he or she is right inside your own skin. This is someone you can learn to love. If you do just a few of the hundreds of tips that you find in this book, you're on your way to a more relaxed, peaceful, and less stressed life full of joy. And let's face it, as a leader, the happier you are, the better example it sets for your team. Now, if you're serious about having a more joyful, happier life, then you need to pick up this book. We're down to the number one book, and it's a good one. Now, if any of these books have sounded good to you, well, then just hit the like button. Number 1, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. This book is a classic, and I cannot believe it's taken me this long to finally read it. This book turned my thinking on its head, and that's why it's number 1 for my 2020 list, and it's also going on my all-time favorite list. Now, I love neuroscience, I love how the brain works, and I love learning about it. And this book really put that science right to the forefront. This book will blow your mind when it comes to crushing your limiting beliefs, increasing your confidence, helping you become more creative, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. If you truly use the techniques that you learn in this book, you will become unstoppable. Now, here are the reasons that it's life-changing. He tells you stories of the hundreds of patients that he's helped and the life-changing results that they've gotten. Now, as you listen to these stories, you think there's no way these are true. But the exciting part is, they're all true. He meshes your brain and your body together. He shows what happens to your body when you don't take care of your thinking, and how there's a link between chronic pain and illness and how it can worsen based on negative thinking. I know, it sounds a little bit unbelievable, but it's true. He spells out exactly what you need to do to change your thinking to a success mindset and to overcome those obstacles. And these are really simple things, but they're deep. They're all things that you can do on a daily basis to change your life. If you love science and you like to know how things work, you're going to love this book because he dives deep into the brain, why it does what it does. Now, even if you're not a science buff, that's okay. You're still gonna find a lot of the research pretty fascinating. No matter your past experiences, how old you are, or whatever you're facing, you can use his techniques to your advantage. Now, if you're dealing with something pretty negative in your life and you feel that you just can't get over it, well, you can use the strategies to help you release that. Here's a fascinating excerpt from his book concerning mind and body connection. Your nervous system can't tell real failure from imagined failure. Thus, if we dwell upon failure and continually picture failure to ourselves in such vivid detail that it becomes real to our nervous system, we will experience the feelings that go with failure. On the other hand, if we keep our positive goal in mind and picture it to ourselves so vividly as to make it real and think of it in terms of an accomplished fact, we will also experience winning feelings. If you want to break perfectionism, crush fears, have more confidence, achieve more goals, or maybe you just want to get your mind and your body better in balance, well, this is your book. And those are my top 5 books for 2020. Now, you might read all these 5 books and rank them in a different order. Like you might put Go Giver Sell More at number 1, Psycho-Cybernetics at number 5, and that's okay. The reason that I ranked them the way that I did is what was important to me at the time. So like last year, I read more books on business and productivity, and then this year in 2020, I concentrated more on joy, mindfulness, and positivity because, well, 2020. What action are you going to take to either create or continue your daily reading habit? Will you do quantity over quality? Like last year, I read more books than I did this year. But this year's books were longer, more in depth, just a little bit deeper. So what are you going to do? Just remember, the more that you retain, the more that you grow. Time for the bonus tip. Do you have plenty of books that are piling up and you want to read them, but you just don't know which one to do next? Well, here's the exact tip that I have for you. So when I finish a book and I go to my bookshelf, I think 2 things. Number 1, is there a book that my mentor recommends that I read? And number 2, is there something that really resonates with what I feel that my heart needs right now? So what I'll do is I'll stand in front of my bookshelf, I'll look through all the books, I might even pull a few off the shelf, look at them, and the one that really sets well with my heart, that resonates with me, that's the winner. And you can do the same. Just go through all your books, pick them up, and whatever book that resonates with you, that's the exact book that you need right now. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 books have you already read? Or which one are you going to read? Let me know in the comments below, and if this video gave you a spot of motivation, then just give it a thumbs up. If you loved what you saw today and you want more, you got it. Just hit the subscribe button and the bell icon below, and you'll never miss an episode. And if you know someone who would love these leadership tips, success strategies, or motivational stories, well, hit the share button below and share it with them. They may just thank you for it. Thanks for tuning in to Christy TV. Keep reading and keep leading.
Happy holidays!
Do you want to be a confident, next-level leader, but your job doesn't offer any solid training? Are you unsure of how or where to start? Then let's talk. Schedule a free leadership strategy session with me. If you're a driven professional and you're serious about taking your success to the next level, just click the link in the description below. We'll talk about your challenges and next steps you can take to be the leader you're meant to be. Let's move you forward now.